All right, what's up, guys and girls? Ladies and gentlemen and ladies. It's Magoo. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Appreciate y'all for checking me out, man. I think the algorithm been pushing us out a little bit. I don't know, maybe people just been coming by, dropping by to watch, listen, see what we up to over here. You already know, man. Magoo here for you. Sometimes I don't always like doing these things, but you feel me? It's routine at this point. It's like I got to go up there and speak on this shit because I always said I wanted to get out there and, help people come out that dark place, bro. Like, you feel me? When I found martial arts, I didn't realize all of the benefits that came with it. So, I'm trying to just pay it forward right here. You feel me? As always, I say, if you feel like hurting yourself, dial 988. If you feel like hurting somebody else, join the gym. Word. I got an announcement. So yesterday morning, I bench pressed 225 pounds for the first time. Yep. I benched 225 for the first time. Brought that shit down. And I want to credit my boy Jason, not to be confused with training partner Jason or big brolic cousin Jason. Word. But training Jason, who goes to my gym, we had talked and everything, and he put me on to floor presses, with really getting used to that pressing motion with that bench press motion. And so, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks now, so I've been running with that shit. And it's like I do the floor press, I practice my reps there, and then I'll go ahead and then I'll just do my regular presses, and then, I'll come up in the weight or whatever the case. And last Friday I was in the gym, and I was like, you know what? I did the dumbbell press, and I did the dumbbell, the max ones that they had was 75. I do 90 pounds. So they had 75ers. So in Planet Fitness, I killed them shits. I'm like, oh, these shits are so light. And then I had the motion like so down packed because now I've inclined myself, and like now I got that motion going. So I know not to bring the bar too low. You always want to tap your chest with the bar. You're not really supposed to do that. I thought that's what it was, but no, not really. It's like when you do like a low squat when you do the squat. Like, yeah, okay, cool, it's a low squat, but it doesn't have to really be a whole low squat. You feel me? When you do the squats. Like, I was very, people was giving me some advice. I gotta say, I took some advice from some of the trainers and stuff in the mornings, And nonetheless, my man, he helped me with that shit. And after last Friday, I said, I think I could do it this week. I'm going to just wait. I'm going to just stay patient. I'm going to keep on working my arms, everything. And motherfucker did that 225, bro. I did that shit. It ain't feel like nothing. It just was like, all right, on to the next. But I'm so happy that I finally made it to 225. That's a personal record for me. If you know about me and bench pressing, like, when I started working out again, I finally came back. I started bench pressing. I was doing really good. And I got all the way up to 205 pounds. Then I sustained the injury, right? Like my third week of rolling. It was like my second gi class when we was rolling. Like my second time in gi. And yeah, it didn't go so well. Dude tried to hit me with a Tominagi, and fucking as I got Tominagi, I didn't tuck my chin, so I flew, and he didn't have his grips totally secure, so I just dropped straight on my shoulder, and that shit was cooked for like 3 years almost. So 2023, the end of 2023 comes around, promotions. I go to try to lift. I try to bench press, and I almost fucking dropped that shit on me. But at the same time, my shoulder didn't hurt. So I was like, oh, this is good. Like, I don't got no pain. So I started bench pressing again. And over the last year, I gotta say, over the last year and a half, it's been a year and a half. Your boy finally made it, man. Finally made it. Perseverance, bro. Perseverance. For real. Shit, everything else felt easy. Hell, sparring last night felt easy. Right now, the hardest thing to do is just to stay awake and complete this shift at work because I'm ready to go lift. I want to go get my lift on and get the rest of my day started, So with that said, I am going to go and get on with my life. And as for you, I always tell you, if you want to hurt yourself, call 988, get you some mental health support. All right? Because if you're not doing that work, there's help to get yourself started. All right? Always remember that. There's help out here. Word. There's the help, B. Magoo is here. Know what I mean? And, yep. Oh, and if you feel like hurting somebody else, of course, join the gym. All right. So I'm out of here, man. I'm off this. Like, subscribe. Follow me on the gram, Magoo_JJ. I'm out. Oos.